Have you ever wondered why some people put so much effort into dating and still struggle, while others make it look effortless? Is that about trying harder, or is it something deeper? Today we're exploring how self-esteem impacts dating, and I'll tie in an interesting idea from Stoics, and also discuss the belief that if a man likes you, he will chase you. By the end of this video, you understand why chasing doesn't always work, and how confidence can shift everything in your favor. Before starting the video, I'd like us to watch a video from Stoics, which is named The Economics of Desire. Well, it's a short from Stoics called The Economic of Desire. I'll be linking back to this video from time to time for the remainder of this video.
A woman who is very, very attracted to you will make it cheap and easy to access her time and will clear the way to access the sexual opportunity. The flip side of this is that the men who pay the most are the ones that women are interested in the least. Let me say that again. The men who pay the most are the ones that women are interested in the least. And to the extent that men want to be with women who want to be with them, this means that the higher the price, the lower the rational basis for paying it. This is because the more you pay, the less you get what you want. And though this is sad, it kind of makes sense. If a woman isn't authentically interested in a man, if she's not very attracted to him, then she will need to be compensated in other ways in order to stick around.
Self-esteem is how you see your value. And when you're interacting with others, there are two things that is taking place: how you see your value and how the rest of the world values you. Now, how the rest of the world values you might be higher than how you see your value, and how you see your value can be higher than how the rest of the world values you. Now, I could go into depth on how you can play this and that, but the main topic isn't to explain this. The main topic is how this affects dating, but I'll explain it. Low self-esteem, there's low self-esteem, medium self-esteem, and high self-esteem. But really and truly, people don't really talk about the medium self-esteem. I see the medium self-esteem as someone who has low self-esteem but is trying to improve, she's trying to improve herself to become someone with a high self-esteem. And after going through this video, you might realize that there's a lot of people who have low self-esteem, men and women. Low self-esteem is valuing there's something wrong there. I wrote the same thing. No. That cannot run. Low self-esteem is seeking validation and overcompensating. You see, when we're younger, we always seek validation of our parents and or loved ones, and the low self-esteem can be linked to how we believe the world. It can be linked to how the world treated us from young, or how lacking the love was from our mother's side or our father's side, or we've been the ugly duckling in school and stuff like that. And the high self-esteem is valuing yourself and seeking mutual efforts in relationships. And when I mean relationships, I don't just mean dating, I mean work and friendship and stuff like that. In a low self-esteem, you see yourself wanting to please other people, while high self-esteem, you'd want to discuss how things, and you would want to see where you two can both get what you want that would be a nice, healthy relationship. But in most cases, it doesn't come to that, because in most cases, I believe these are two people who have low self-esteem trying to make a relationship work, which it might work in the short run, but after a long period of time, you start to realize there's a lot of cracks. I also realized that some women do not want an high self-esteem guy. It makes them feel uncomfortable. It doesn't make them feel good. I believe some women want a low self-esteem guy that chases them consistently, and I'll talk about it in the video, that chases them constantly, that's always there, that's obsessed with them. They want a man that is obsessed with them. And if you're a girl watching this, more likely you're saying, yeah, I want a man that's obsessed with me. But I have to tell you, I self-esteem guy, a guy that knows his worth and that wants to become more in the future, would not be obsessed with you. He will show interest in building a relationship with you, but obsession is just one of the things that he wouldn't do, because he values himself and seeking mutual efforts. He would expect you to put in an effort, and he also puts you an effort. And now, guys that low self-esteem, and I'm talking too much. I think I need to get to the next topic as quick as possible, because I know most of you don't like long format videos. Now, low self-esteem and high self-esteem, before you enter the dating market, or even before you enter the sexual market, I would highly advise you to work on your self-esteem. Because if you have a low self-esteem and you enter the dating market, how you get one woman is mostly how you get the rest of the woman. You realize, okay, this woman wants me to text her, buy her all this, buy her all that. Now you've done your rounds or whatever. Now you want to get into a relationship. You want to get into a nice relationship, and then you tend to do the same thing that gets you a low value woman, or some with low self-esteem. You want to do it with someone with the high self-esteem, and you realize that it doesn't work. Or you see a woman with a low self-esteem, and well, you don't really see it, you imagine it, because you're both lying to each other. You know, people with low self-esteem tend to lie more in a relationship. They tend to try to create this fantasy for each other. So, oh my gosh, they're trying to seek a validation from other people. They're not trying to be seen in some type of way. So they tend to try to lie and create. They tend to create a fantasy through lies. I don't necessarily believe creating fantasy is necessarily a bad thing, but creating a fantasy through lies can be extremely damaging. So, and they sort of get into that relationship with a low self-esteem mindset. But anyways, I'll get into the next topic. Now, a quote from the video we just watched. A woman who is very attracted to you will make it cheap and easy to access her time. The men who pay the most are the ones women are least interested in. What this means is that when someone truly values you, effort comes naturally. But when they're not truly interested, they might require you to compensate through money, gifts, etc. etc. This is where self-esteem plays a big role. If you don't believe in your worth, you might believe you need to buy someone's affection and attention. As a young man, I understand your pain, because it can be difficult to find a woman that you're attracted to and is also attracted to you and is willing to make it cheap, easy to access her time. And even when she's not attracted to you, you do not have the trinkets to pay her for her time and attention. So you have to pay her in being obsessive. You have to text her all the time, ask her all this. You have to do the most just to get her attention all time. Except if you're tall, good looking, and you have money, you have that money, then this might not be a problem for you. The problem for you might be the high self-esteem and low self-esteem situation. But if you're not tall, good looking, or have the change or money to interact, then this might be one of your problems. Or you might be one of many men who wants to pay her in excessive texting, calling, and stuff like that, which would cost you in the long run, because you don't have enough time to build money, you don't have enough time to build connection, you don't have enough time to make yourself attractive enough to interact with women who are genuinely interested in you. So if you're a young man, I would highly suggest building yourself up, and it doesn't take much because the competition seems to be really low. Now, I also suggest you to get a job and build your self-confidence. Try to build your self-esteem by going out there, just asking for the number and improving your style and making it yourself, making it personal to you. That could be a way for you to interact with women who are genuinely interested in you. The key is to talk to women who are attracted to you. Now, you might not be attracted to them, but you need to look at women who are attracted to you and pick from them. That's the key to a healthy relationship, I believe. We've all heard the phrase, if a man really likes you, he will chase you. But is this healthy on the men's side? Society loves to paint this picture of men going above and beyond to prove their love. But when it's the other way around, it's kind of like, oh, that's a bit toxic. Well, that's what they seem to say anyways. But is the man going above and beyond always a good thing? Ladies, unfortunately, for some men, chasing isn't about true love. It's about overcompensating for feelings of unworthiness. Men, unfortunately, going above and beyond doesn't really mean much. It just means that you're a fine specimen to get played. Examples of low self-esteem chasing. There's the man chasing love, and you get the picture. Spending excessively to impress someone. Don't do that. Why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, spend time with someone who is interested in you, who is attraction is key. Men, guys, young guys, big guys, medium guys. This is key. She has to be attracted to you. She has, because the respect she gives you, trust me, the way she throws it back is different. It's different. You know, the way you can access it anytime. Well, your job is to make sure that attraction does not drop. That's your job. You know, I've been there and I let the attraction drop, and there are some things that I didn't know as a young guy, and I'm still learning as a young 20-something. Well, not really young as much anymore, but as a young 20-something, there's something I'm always still learning. I also realized that as humans, we sort of need that fantasy. So you can create that fantasy through two ways. Through actually creating your life, you know what I'm saying, and just being a role model. You have to look up as humans. I feel like, well, for guys anyways, I don't know about women, for guys, I think we always have this need to look up to something, either to look up to God, to look up to another man or something, or probably it's a human thing. I think it's a human thing, and you just cannot put your woman on that pedestal. Put God, put someone you want to become, put an image of who you want to become, probably you in 5 years. If you don't believe in God, you in 5 years, you in 10 years. If you're a religious person, put God on that pedestal. Put something that is way greater than you, something that you can never really reach. That's what you need to put on that pedestal, so you are able to create a life that she can, in a way, look up to. You know what I'm saying? In a life that she's attracted to you, or you're able to create someone that she's attracted to. As a young guy, except if you're tall, rich, handsome, and in most cases you're not. You know what I'm saying? But you have to create that guy, you know what I'm saying? You have to, well, you can't really create you being 6'5". If you're 4'6", I'm sorry, except if you do that leg extension thing, then that's different. But to create a life that is attractive enough, you just can't focus on the woman. and even wants a good relationship, and even a fling, I don't care. She has to be attracted to you. She has to want to look at you and go, damn, I'll draw it back. And guess what? You don't have to be good looking for it. You don't have to be good looking for that to happen. And I know that might be difficult. You don't even have to have money for that to happen. There are things you need. Swag, number one. Well, you don't really need swag. But if you're a young guy, first of all, you just need to go out there and talk in a confident tone. Be unapologetically yourself. And there'll be some that hate it. There'll be some that really, really dislike it. But there'll be some that F it. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to talk. This is what I had to learn the hard way, I think. You have to be able to talk in a way that doesn't make you come across, because women are really, really, they do not know how to handle the truth. So you must be able to lay down the truth without hurting their feelings. But if it's not a guy, I feel like I can still say it. I can be like, yo bro, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but like, you know, I can still lay it down more than if a woman, a female. Even the fact I said a female, some of them are gonna get mad. Oh my gosh, you're calling me a female? Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't believe you're calling me something that I actually am, a female. Oh my god, like. And you also, there's this weird rise of hatred from not even masculinity, just maleness. That's this weird rise for maleness hatred. Stay away from women like that.